Few days ago, I shared a post on my community wall. I was somebody who followed SaveAFox Rescue for probably over a year, I guess. And I just shared the post and thinking, hopefully people can be kinder overall. But I didn't plan on making a video because Mikayla was not part of the YouTube community we're all in. In other words, she wasn't drama. She wasn't making live streams to argue with people. She was just someone trying to rescue foxes, and now she's gone. She died by suicide at 29 years old. She had autism, borderline personality disorder, depression, animals that relied on her, a little daughter, and a husband. Even with all of that, she did build something incredible. She bottle fed her first fox when she was 15 and then left college later to run it full time. She was doing it out of pure love. She was trying to make a difference for animals most people wouldn't even think about, foxes. Her YouTube blew up to 2.4 million subscribers, but it wasn't because she was controversial. It was because she was real. She was compassionate. And you could tell that, and people connected with that. And that same compassion's probably what made all the cruelty harder. Some people are pointing to online bullying and trolling. And yes, there was a small Reddit group. It was less than 100 people, less than 100 posts overall. And she tried. She went in there with grace. I think she only found it within the last month or two. And, she did her best. She didn't come online calling them out and doxing them and going after them and calling services and doing all the crazy things. She just tried to explain who she was and what she was doing. But her husband said that the real pain, the real bullying came from within the rescue world. Other rescue organizations, people she once worked with, people who should have had her back, but instead were tearing her down and spreading rumors and discrediting her. And she told him she felt like everyone had turned against her. And she was carrying that weight on her back. The rescue community can be brutal because everybody thinks that they're the ones who does it best. And anything you show online can be turned into a drama. And for Mikayla, she couldn't carry it anymore. And he found her and he tried to revive her. And now he's trying to pick up the pieces and keep SaveAFox going for her. He said on his video that she wasn't in any of this for fame or money and that she was selfless. And to the people spreading lies, he just wants them to shut up so that negativity doesn't win. And that's what I'm afraid will happen with her story here in this community that can be so toxic. Using her story to perhaps make a point like, this is why bullying's dangerous. Yeah, it is dangerous. You're not wrong. But let's not pretend that her situation is the same as what happens in this community because Mikayla didn't take part. She wasn't live streaming and clapping back at people, going back and forth. She wasn't teaming up with other people to do her dirty work. She didn't fight. She didn't defend herself in that way. She broke under this pressure. I mean, the people here sometimes give as good as they get. She was just trying to survive. So I get it when people are saying, well, this could happen to anybody. I get it. But also, no. Not if you're still in the mud. Not if you're going to go live dragging someone the day after you make a video about how tragic her death was, because it's not the same. If her story impacted you, then don't make it into content. Maybe go donate to SaveAFox. Don't use it to make a point about your own drama. reflect on it. Maybe let it soften you too, or change how you respond or change how you treat people. Let her rest and her legacy be what it was: compassion and kindness, and just a woman who wanted to save foxes. She wasn't toxic. So if you want more information, SaveAFox website and information will be up on the screen.